Hello, everyone. I'm Opie Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So, hello again, everyone. Hello, Mom and Dad. Hello, T, Kaisi, Linda, and Krista. Also, hello, Julie, Lisa, and Hakuzo on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook. As always, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once, so if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I cannot see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as we all know. So it's great to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. And since right now most of the Americas is kind of cold, I thought let's not have a cold background. Let's think of something more warm and summery. So my background right now is actually back when I was in New Jersey. So that's in the meditation garden. So think of something nice and warm and comfy as we get to meditate together. As hello Terry and hello Wendy and John. So whenever we meditate, as I always tell you guys, it should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation. So whenever we practice, enjoy, not endure. It's important to remember that. Some people we unintentionally try to force through. It doesn't work like that, okay? And sometimes if you start to practice this way, it becomes a bad habit that you start to force yourself to do it. For example, let's say as you're meditating, you feel an ache or a pain or something and you just force through it. Eventually you'll let go. Fine. But the problem is some people will get the habit of thinking it has to feel pain first before you let go. You don't have to feel pain first. You can start to adjust, let go right away. Same with our thoughts, our mind. For some people, they will be forcing themselves to see or forcing to stop your mind or something like that. In some cases, you can sort of do it, and then eventually it gets quiet. But then you start to build a bad habit of forcing. That's not what you're supposed to do. All right? So everything happens when you do it light and gentle. Believe it or not, that's actually the shortcut. Makes it much easier, and you're able to sustain it and keep going deeper and deeper. If you do want to try forcing through, it's a different technique. It takes longer. These sessions are too short for you to be able to achieve anything. So I don't recommend it. That's why I always say quality over quantity. If you were like a monk and you had time most of the day, like I do, then sure, you can give that a try. But most of us, well, most of you all have work to do, families to care for, your own health, and things like that. There's plenty of things that you have to deal with, you have to work on. So, whenever you have time to meditate, quality over quantity. When the quality gets better, you'll automatically add more quantity, you'll add more time. So, don't force, take your time. So, hello Pinui, thanks for joining in. So now, as we're about to practice together, remember, take your time, take it easy. If you need a break, feel free to take breaks. You don't even have to push pause. You can just open your eyes or take a quick uh, stand up or do something else for a bit, and then come right back. So, let's begin our meditation. So, everyone, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibility. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And take your time, no rush. Allow the relaxation to flow throughout your entire body, helping you feel at ease, to feel comfortable. As when we meditate, the first step is relaxation, to feel comfortable, at ease, or at least feel okay. The key word is contentment, that feeling of comfortable enough or okay. So if you feel okay, wonderful. If you feel better than okay, great. But if you feel less than okay, please adjust. Make those minor adjustments. This way, you can change from enduring to enjoying. As I said before, meditation should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation. So we start off letting your body feel at ease, feel comfortable. And once your body's comfortable, you'll notice your body tends to stay still. Not because you're trying, but because you're comfortable. It naturally stays still. So if you're trying actively to stay still, please stop doing that. You'll start to have strain and pain and discomfort. While yes, hundreds of years ago, they would teach you, sit still, don't move. But the thing they didn't teach back then was something that everyone already had, which was relaxation. Nowadays, we have forgotten how to relax, and we tense up because we try too hard. So remind yourself to go back to relaxation first. Take it easy. Take your time. It doesn't need to be perfect right away. Just like any skill, as we practice, it gets better and better. So allow your body to feel comfortable first. And once you're comfortable, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's a light focus, not too intense, not too intent. It's light and gentle. What we do is visualize or imagine your meditation object. Your meditation object can be anything. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. We let our mind stay with that one thing rather than everything, and your mind will start to quiet down little by little. Don't expect it to be quiet immediately. It will take time and practice, but as you practice more and more, you'll notice it gets a little easier each time. Because as we practice, we are practicing to find that perfect balance, that balance of relaxation and awareness. It's like you're relaxed enough that you could fall asleep, but your awareness is just enough to keep you from falling asleep. It seems like there's not much focus at all, and at first it's like that. We do this to clear our mind, to allow our thoughts to dissipate, to start to melt into the background, not be in focus. Allowing our mind to be clean and clear. And once our mind is clean and clear, we have our mind gently focused on that one thing, comfortably, relaxingly. Some of you will start to be able to see your object. It will be starting off more like a memory, like remembering how it looks. Just like how we can remember what the Eiffel Tower looks like, or the Statue of Liberty. It starts off like a memory, like remembering, not a very clear image, but you can still remember it. Later, the image becomes clearer and clearer, easier and easier to see, to the point where it actually becomes even more clear than if you were looking at it with your naked eye. My best analogy is just like when, if you remember, switching our TVs from analog to digital, how we suddenly had so many more details that we could see compared to before. Just like nowadays, how the quality of images gets better and better. from that 1080p to full HD to now 4K and above. And it all happens because our mind is clean and clear. That's why that's the first thing we try to do. To let our mind be clean and clear. But how we do it is not to force, not to push. Take your time. Allow it to happen naturally. And as it happens more and more, you'll start to find your perfect balance, the way that works for you. Just take your time. Relax your body. Relax your mind. And if your mind begins to wander, as it naturally will, another tool I recommend is a mantra. A mantra is a word, a phrase, or a sound, something auditory that helps you feel calm and peaceful, or at least relieved. The mantra we like to use: Son Mo Arham Son Arham Son Mo Arham Son Mo Arham. Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities. Filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces. Filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and out throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Pe Buddha Parapata Pace Kanantayang Balang Arahanta Nanjate Jinarakampanta Misapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatammanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Saddha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How's everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel. As we know, it's called considering, taking the time to check and see what worked, what didn't work. Because each time we meditate, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions, because you get to learn from it. The good sessions, all right, this is what worked for me. Try and do it again. Or it was challenging. That part doesn't work for me. Start to adjust so you're able to overcome or be able to get away from that challenge. As we practice together, it's always about that adjustment. Sometimes it's simply how you sit in your chair or your meditation mat can make a difference. Sometimes it's how much focus we put into our visual object. Sometimes we're focusing too much, so it ends up being strained and painful, or we start to feel discomfort or almost like you're stuck. So always do it light and gentle. Little by little, you'll find your balance. So before we go into questions and comments, as I see a few on YouTube already, the wisdom I want to share with you guys is really about consistency or regularity. As in, the mind itself, it desires to be happy and still at all times. To sustain purity of the mind is not difficult, as long as you are not being careless. So, however, if you are being careless, not centering your mind regularly, and delaying your meditation, or becoming overconfident with your practice, what happens is gradually the mind becomes hardened and drifts away from its source of purity and happiness. So quite literally, we should practice regularly, consistently, doing it a little bit here and there, doing it often. Because if we are careless in how we care for our mind, what happens is we tend to slip off the path. It actually makes it more difficult, makes it hard to help our mind get back to that gentle awareness. And then we feel tight, stuck, uncomfortable. So practice, okay? Keep up your practice. A little bit a day goes a long way. So remember, you don't have to do it for hours and hours. You're not a monk. I have time to do it, so I can. If you do have time, great, go for it. But remember, life happens, so continue to adjust to what's going on in your life. Make some time, but don't make it to the point where you can't do the rest of your life, okay? Okay, so now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions or wonders. And hello, Tiago, thanks for joining in. Also, hello, Guanyan on Facebook. And let's see, who else came in? Oh, okay. And hello, Sue, thanks for joining in also on Facebook. Okay, so on, not Facebook, on YouTube. So on YouTube, Lisa's asking, do you have a meditation garden in Canada? At our center, no, we don't. At least right now, it's just no. It's very cold here. After we own a certain place, it's very possible. We're in the process of finding a location that will be permanent. We're currently renting our home, so, or at least our current home base. So we'll see. We might, although it would probably be more in the style of a Zen garden, or where it's more sand and rocks, just because everything will die every year. It's very cold here. Okay. Hakuzo has a question. Why does it take so long to push past pain while meditating? The reason for it is because it's, simply put, think of it like, remember how I tell you guys that we have to let go before we let it be. That's 2 steps: relaxation, awareness. Relaxation is letting go. Awareness is actually like letting it be, just being aware of it. So suppose we're holding on to something. This is just a lens cap for my camera. So if I just hold on to this out, have my hand out and just hold it like this for a while, not for a long time, it's not heavy. But try doing it for hours and hours. what happens is it starts to get heavier. It feels heavier. Your arm gets tired. That's what happens when you try to let it be first. And then eventually it breaks. In other words, you're unable to do it anymore. So you force yourself to let go. That's why forcing through pain is not a great thing. If you are, it doesn't quite work as well in this day and age. People are just not as patient, and it usually takes several hours before you let go in that way. Unless you yourself start to go, it's painful, but whatever, it's just an experience. Because if you think like this and you start to let go of it, let go of trying to feel pain or starting to focus on it, yes, then you're starting to let go and you'll start to feel okay. You'll be able to push through. But most teachers don't tell you to do that. They let you figure it out on your own. And then it's both good and bad, as I mentioned. Where the good thing is you do get a great discipline to stay in that, that standstill mode, and your motor, your body is in that standstill position. But you gain a bad habit of thinking that it must be painful first. So you actually strain and make it difficult for yourself first to start to let go and release. So that's why it takes a lot of time. It takes a long time. Our master realizing it doesn't work for everyone, especially nowadays. So practice, find time to practice, yes, but not make yourself have to endure. Relax, take it easy. When your body and mind are synced perfectly, you go in deep, easier. You don't have to push through pain. Okay? Oh, all right, here's a question for Linda. Oh, Linda, thank you for always providing these many sessions you have weekly. Oh, thank you. You had a wonderful session. Do you plan to have more than 1 hour sessions? I actually do wish I could do something longer, but if I do something longer, it would have to be probably exclusively Zoom. Main reason because when it's public, I don't know who's coming in. Sometimes, even for example, if the times they come in and then it's their first time meditating, and we do something like 2 or 3 hours, can you just imagine? That's your first experience. You come in and go, ugh, not for me. When in truth, it's just because they didn't get the training before that. Because it needs to go step by step. So what's great is if you have a center nearby, they have retreats. So that's what I recommend. Going to one of our centers. Or if we ever get to meet, we can do it in person. As when I was in Texas, I got the opportunity to create a mini intensive course for one of our friends there, as he was asking for it. I said, okay, yeah, I happen to be free, and if anyone wanted to join, we do it together. We meditate a little bit longer for that full day. The thing is, trying to cram a lot of hours of meditation into one day, it won't necessarily make your meditation much better, but it gives you an opportunity to see how you do. So, yeah, so it's good to do it if you have that chance. Oh, that's right. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, February. So in just a couple weeks, I'll be over there. I don't know if we're having a retreat. I don't know the full month schedule yet, but I'll be there for pretty much the whole month. And then we'll get to, if you happen to be in the Atlanta area, come and join us at the Georgia Meditation Center. And I plan to keep doing the sessions as usual. As the good thing is, their in-person sessions usually don't coincide with late night meditation. We usually don't have anyone stay till 10 p.m. So yeah, we should be able to keep doing that. Although Saturdays, we'll have to see. I'm not sure yet. Okay. All right, back to YouTube. Hakuso says, does meditating for longer times offer different benefits than just shorter sessions? Yes. If we have the opportunity to meditate longer, the thing is, like, really sit together. It's much better when you're together in a group. Otherwise, you have your practice in your own self. Having longer sessions gives you the opportunity to stay in that peaceful state longer. For example, we meditated for about 45 minutes. It's already long compared to many other meditation centers, mostly because they like to get us at about 20 minutes. Most centers do that. Not from Dhammakaya. They usually do a little bit longer. But the thing is, at 20 minutes, that's right when you start to feel, this is pretty good. And you're starting to feel it. And then, okay, everyone, that's it. To me, I feel like that's like saying, here, try my cake. You take a spoonful of cake, go, this is pretty good. Okay, that's enough. What about the rest of my piece of cake? That's kind of how I feel. So whenever I'm in person, I love to have it at least an hour. It gives us that opportunity because when you're in person, you have a much deeper connection together. When we're online, this is the next best thing. I would love it if we could be in person together, but since we can't yet, at least this is the next best thing. So that's why I keep it about 35 to 45 minutes so that we can have a pretty comfortable amount of time together. And in general, if it's someone brand new or they've been meditating for years, it's a pretty comfortable level where it's not too long, not too short. Okay. Another question. Oh, hello, Julie. Julie says, have you ever received a ceremonial robe? Oh, do you mean like for Katina, like the Katina ceremony? I have. Back in 2018, I think, if I remember right. I was in New Jersey, and that year it was my year to receive the honor robe. So it's pretty much just like this. It's just the special thing is that when they offer it, it's offered to all the monks, and the monks decide who gets the honor robe. So yeah, that year it was the year I got it. But actually here in Toronto, they're planning that I'll get it next year. This or not next year, this year for Katina. So that's interesting. Okay. Any other questions or wonders today? As always, this is my QR code. You can always contact me, whether you'd like to text, chat on WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. I'm on almost everything. I can't keep up with a lot of the newer stuff because I'm getting kind of tired. I'll do what I can, but the good thing is I'm always happy to reply and get to chat with you all. So if you ever have any questions you'd like to ask personally, feel free to contact me, email me, whatever you like, and then we can start to keep in touch. But for now, as the time is now coming to a close, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. And let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, see you guys next time. For those here on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.